Wow. This turned into the most negative podcast. I meant for it to kick off the new year in the right way. And we're all about vengeance. In 2024, we want vengeance.
Yay Networks.
Hey guys, welcome back. Episode 26. It is January 3rd.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Even though...
Thank God 2023 is over.
If you're an eagle-eye viewer, I tried to pretend like this wasn't filmed the same day as the last episode. You didn't even try. You just wore the same shirt.
I added a blanket. Sorry.
Way to trick everybody. Anyways, Happy New Year. This is airing in the new year.
This is still a coat from weeks ago. I don't. Michaela, our producer, is on the other end, and I don't want to leave her hanging. And
I got you.
You know what? I should have just put on your sweater and made it look like I'm just wearing your sweater.
Yeah, you should have.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're knocking out a couple episodes to give everybody a break from our crew. By the way, we have the best crew, right?
Yes, we do.
We do. And congratulations to them. They got some new opportunities. I'm talking to you, Michaela and Riley, but they still wanted to do this podcast, so that makes me feel good.
I know, because if you guys left, Michaela and Riley, I would cry. Because you just build that bond.
I'd cry into my giant Coke.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Happy New Year. Thank God 2023 is over. I hated 2023. It was a bad year.
Wow.
Only good thing from 2023 was like starting the podcast. It was like, I didn't even know I would like doing this podcast as much as I have enjoyed it. But I feel like 2023, there were a lot, everybody was sick all summer. Lawson and I just kept passing back, what is it?
Strep
throat. So the summer wasn't even really fun. A lot of sickness, lots of deaths, a lot of, it was just like a bad year. A lot of people, struggling, not a lot of opportunities because the economy's bad. Just like it just wasn't a good year. Then me, like there was a lot of stuff going on with like hormonal for me. I felt like I was going through menopause. When people go through menopause, they put on a lot of weight. So this is something I'm like working on in the new year, that trying to get that off and trying to figure out testosterone levels, hormones. Like it's almost like ever since I got COVID and as I'm getting older, it's like my hormones, everything is just out of whack, and just figuring yourself out. And I don't know, just a lot of changes for me in 2023 with just a lot of things, learning new things, figuring some things out, and just being like, okay, I need to focus on myself and my energy and things like that, you know?
You do need to work on that. That was a long rant.
I know. Well, so I'm hoping 2024, I'm like, please be good to me. I saw this thing on Instagram. It was so funny. It was like calling God to find out if I got what was it? Like the blessings and prayer package, not the trials and tribulations package. It's so funny. And I'm like, please don't give me that package this year. I can't handle it.
Well, it's going to be a good year. I didn't know you hated 2023 that much.
I did.
But there's a lot to be thankful for. Like if you focus on a negative, you're going to be negative. But if you focus on a positive and what's good, our health, our house, our jobs, our family, I don't mean to be that guy, but it's true. You got to find the positive in life.
And there's new things in 2024 that we're working on. Your event now, I mean, y'all, he's been saying this forever, and I'm not just saying this, and I say this.
Before we get into that, I want to start with, this episode's going to be kind of about our New Year's resolutions and our goals that we want to accomplish in 2024. By the way, this isn't filmed in the new year because I always take January off of drinking. So I'm having a beer right now. This is from the last
you
day.
Just pulled the beer out because you knew I didn't change my clothes. So
well, they know that we filmed this the same day as the last one. But anyways, so that's what today's episode is about. And I'm all into my goals. I write them down. I really try to look at them year round and add to them. And this is something that, my old boss taught me a long time ago. And I thought it was all baloney and bullshit and all that. And it's like scientific. If you write down your goals, you have like a 30% chance greater chance of achieving them just by writing them down.
Because you see them every day?
Yeah, and you write them down, you like put it in your wallet. I write them on my phone, and I look at them all the time. So if you're not into that, you're probably not going to like this episode, but I totally believe in that stuff. If you don't, I get it. I didn't either until I started doing it. And I mean, look at where I'm at, in my life. Not saying I'm on top of the world, but I have a job for 7 years on television. That was always my dream, to do that. So it's like,
and you have the best wife in the world? What?
That was at the top of my goal sheet when I was 22. But no, I'm telling you, it really works. And I'm going to share some of my goals with you guys today. And I hope you could write or say some of your goals, because by saying it out loud as well, you're held accountable for your goals. And that's kind of what I want to get into today.
And then I wanted to, do you believe in when people, because I feel like you hear this more and you'll probably see it more on social media because of the new year. Do you believe that saying something out, what is it called? You're like putting it out there in the universe.
Manifest it in some way?
Manifest. And you know how people will say you say it out there, you put it out there in the universe. Do you believe in that? Or do you more so believe in, okay, work hard, work towards your goals, put your hands in God, let God take care? Like, what is your take?
All of it. I don't, like, when you talk about like God, there's an energy out there, and I don't know, that might be God, right? So I believe in God. I pray every night, as everybody knows. And there's an energy out there, and I believe you could tap into that energy. Again, a lot of people think this is like a crock of shit, but I truly believe in that there's some energy or some energy out there that you could kind of manifest by putting things out there into the universe, into that energy, whatever it is, you get back what you put into that. So whether it's God or whether it's your daily routine or what you're giving into that energy, meaning your life, you get back what you put in. I really do believe that. I truly believe in that.
I know this, I didn't know anything at that time about putting out in the universe, saying things like that, but I will share this. When I was 22, it's before I met Jeff, before I was on Big Brother. This was May? No. It was earlier. I think it was February when this happened. I was working 3 jobs at the time, 22, and just grinding, didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. My parents had gone through the divorce. I was kind of all over the place. I didn't know where my life was going, things like that. And I remember it was this bar I worked at. They served food, and I was in the back of the kitchen, like helping wash dishes. And it was, I don't know, midnight maybe. And I remember, like, because my mom was struggling and there was just, I don't know, all this, not getting into it. There's all this stuff going on. And I remember being back there. I was like washing dishes and I was like super tired that night and saying to myself, because at that time I thought $500,000 was like so much money. But I remember spraying the dishes and going, if only I could just have $500,000 and I could be able to help my mom. And I remember saying that. And then it was like,
you never told me that story.
I know, I never shared it. And then like a month later, because I didn't know anything about speaking things out.
Did you think
I don't know.
think that you were crazy?
I didn't say it to anybody. I was back there by myself.
I know, but you never shared that with me. And I always talk about that stuff.
I know. I just never, I don't know. I just remember doing that. And I just remember saying that if I could just get that, because at the time being 22, I thought $500,000 was so much money. Now it's like, not that much.
It's still a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, but it's not that much.
I mean, people might not know us from Big Brother that listen. That Jordan won Big Brother, and that's the amount of money that you win when you win Big Brother at the time. It's up now, but it's $500,000.
And then like a month later, then Bonnie came, and I met Bonnie, and
that's wild.
Is that not?
Why didn't you ever share that with me?
I don't know.
A lot of people too, like, don't want to share that stuff because they'll sound crazy, or if they have an experience that taps into something like that, they don't want to share it because like people think that they're crazy, but I'm all into that stuff.
Or people will say, oh, that's just luck. That was just, things like that. So I do always kind of remember that. I'm like, so there's certain things that I want that I know I want now or things I want for my kids. And I say it all the time in my head, and I try to say it over and over again. It hasn't happened, but maybe.
Well, you got to work towards it. You got to work towards it. So listen, you want to take a quick break, and then I actually wrote down my goals. I'm not going to share them all and bore people, but I do want to put some things out there that I have on my list, and then at the end of the year, maybe we'll see what happened. You know? All right, let's take a quick break. So every year, I always talk about my New Year goals. And this year, one of my goals is to eat better. And this time of year, I think everyone has the same goal. They want to look and feel their best. So if you're looking to do what I'm doing this year and revamp your eating habits, look to HelloFresh's wholesome, health-forward options like over 30 calorie-smart and protein-smart recipes each week. So whether your resolution is to save money or if you want to eat better or stress less, HelloFresh is here to help you do all three. Say hello to your most delicious year yet with fresh ingredients and chef-crafted recipes at a price you'll like, delivered right to your door. Green Chef and Every Plate is now owned by HelloFresh, and with a wider array of meal plans to choose from, there's something for everyone. I personally love switching between the brands, and now our listeners can enjoy both brands at a discount with us. So go to HelloFresh.com/TogetherMessFree and use code TogetherMessFree for free breakfast for life. That's right. One breakfast item per box while subscription is active. That's free breakfast for life at HelloFresh.com/TogetherMessFree with code TogetherMess. That's MESS free.
I never shared that story with you.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe too. I didn't know back then. I didn't, like when you would talk, I didn't know about like putting out there on the universe. That wasn't like a goal. It was just something I was saying in my head.
Yeah, but you were doing it without knowing it.
Yeah, but maybe that's why it happened. I don't know.
All right. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Okay, so Jeff's going to share his goals.
All right. Oh, yeah. Sorry. We were talking. I kind of like, well, now I'm talking to Mikhail. I kind of like just leaving that stuff in there. No, I don't know. I just like behind the scenes stuff.
Well,
my mind's always working about like producing and stuff, but I'm not a producer. Anyways, so let's share some of my goals that I have on here. So just to start off with, so Jordan was about to get into this Giardiniera thing that I don't know if you guys know what Giardiniera is. It's like a Chicago condiment, I guess you could describe it. It's got like celery and hot peppers and carrots and all this different stuff, and there's vegetables. And I've been wanting to start this Giardiniera business 15, 20 years.
13 years. Since we lived in LA, Jeff has said it over, I don't know how many times he said it, but every time it wasn't good timing. It never.
Yeah, I have an excuse every year.
And then it became.
They're all bullshit, by the way. I'm not doing it.
It became a joke because I'd be like, oh my gosh, are you really going to start this? But continue now.
But yeah, so I say this every year, and this is going to be the year. But go ahead.
Mark Cuban was on Daily Blast Live like a year ago when Jeff interviewed him. And I think Mark Cuban gave you a little spark under your butt.
I pitched Mark Cuban. He was kind enough to let me pitch him because I'm sure he gets that from everybody on Shark Tank. And he did give me a little spark, you know, and he's like, you just got to do it, man. That's basically the advice that he gave me. He's like, you just got to do it. You got to start. And you know what? This is the year that I'm going to do it because I'm putting it out there on the podcast, which I have goals for too. But let me just finish this Giardiniera thing real fast. I don't care where I start, but I wrote down that I'm going to be at a farmer's market this year. You know what I mean? So I think it'll be good for me, for the kids, to teach them a little business, be out there, meet some people, get the word out, start eventually, get the website going, and then people will be able to order online. But I'm going to start small. I'm definitely going to jump in the pool this year of Giardiniera, and that's definitely one of my goals that I'm going to get going.
And I'm not just saying this because we're married. It's so good. It is so good. Actually, we gave our neighbor.
I make it right now. I make it for everybody in our neighborhood. I just don't have it for sale.
He gave our next door neighbor some, and he didn't know. He goes, man, that was so good. And he ate the whole jar. And Jeff
with
goes,
a spoon.
Yeah, Jeff goes, no, man, you're not supposed to eat the whole thing. And he goes, oh, really? And Jeff goes, no, you're supposed to put it on like your steak or put it in your salad or put it.
I'll have recipes of where, how you use it and what to put it on. But Yeah, it's funny because everyone likes it around here. And like I said, I'm not looking to be a billionaire or anything. Just that's something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. I've been dragging my feet, and this is the year that I'm doing it.
And your logo, the stuff he has done, like the picture, I won't give anything away.
Yeah.
It's so cute. Like, it's good.
Yeah, it's not like I'm just starting the process. I have the logo made. Some guy at work helped me. I told him what I wanted in there, and he designed, we designed it together. I mean, I'm pretty close to like launching, so this is the year, but I don't want to dwell on that one. I have a million things. I want to do more videos. Like, I want to invest more into this podcast, whether it's selling merchandise, getting a website going, selling some merchandise on here, making more videos between me and you. Like, I love like making little things and producing things myself. So I want to do more of that, like with the kids for like more Instagram stories and things like that.
Yeah.
I have a million things.
And it's not to have, explain that though. It's not to have Instagram followers. It's just like for fun, like things
it's what
to
I love
be creative.
To do. It's really what I love to do. Like, and instead of like drinking all the time or whatever it is that we do on the weekends, I want to spend more time like investing in myself, learn how to edit, produce more videos, get little clips out there. And again, I don't care about the followers. It's what I love to do. And it hopefully it'll help our following for Togethermess, but it's what I really like to do. So I want to do more of that, creatively.
Stuff he used to do in LA remember Louis?
With Louis,
Louis did all, if you don't know, Louis did all of our YouTube back then. But he's gone in Nashville now. Anything else?
Yeah, a ton of them. I mean, I have a family-wise. So if you do write your goals, I kind of break my goals into myself personally, what I want to do, family, my relationship, my kids. I have so the more detailed you are when writing down your goals, the better. So you could be more specific.
I have to just say, I feel like the reason why we have the relationship we do is because we make that a priority.
Yes.
It's, okay, what's a goal for us as a couple? What do we want to do? Whether it's, I don't know, whether it's financially, or do we see something where maybe it is rocky, which it's not, but like anything where there's like a problem, maybe that's something we need to work on, talk about more.
Well, I have it right here.
Open. Oh.
Family-wise, I take more big family vacations. we need to do that as a family. The kids are of an age where they'll probably remember some of it, and we just need to start making memories.
Minus
spending
Disney
some money.
World. Minus Disney World. I do not want to go to Disney World. It seems like the worst place to ever.
Yeah, and I'm always like too focused on money and saving money and where our money's going. I need to like let go of that a little bit and make some more memories. That's what's important. So I wrote that down.
For me, it's beach. If anybody has any suggestions, 30A. I've never been in Florida, and it looks so beautiful. It looks like you're in the Caribbean. Like the water's clear. It's like white sand. It's beautiful. And I'm down.
All right. I'll put it on the list. Maybe you should make a little list yourself, a little vision board.
I do have a list, but I don't want to share mine right now.
You don't?
No.
All right. Well, I put for us as a couple more date nights.
Yes.
We have to do that.
Yeah,
we need a babysitter
really
more.
Bad.
Yeah. But when we do it, we have so much fun, like old times.
And then
what?
I have a pair of shoes in my closet that they have dry mud all over them from a long time we couldn't get in our neighborhood. We couldn't get through the gate, and we were.
Oh, was that the concert?
Was that the concert?
Yeah, it was the concert.
No, that was date night.
It was date night when we crawled up the side of the hill?
Fence? Was that the concert?
Under the fence?
I crawled under the fence, and I had dirt all in my shoe, and the guy ripped us off. Oh, yeah, it was.
That was the concert, and he dropped us off on the side of the road.
Yeah, I was like, hang on, I'm trying to buzz myself in the neighborhood. I don't know why I couldn't get in my neighborhood. And so we were like, just drop us off, we'll walk to our house, and we're like climbing over a fence.
Every week I say we don't drink a lot. We were hammered. We were hammered. And we walked up the side of a hill to get to our house. What were we doing?
I don't know. We're idiots.
Yeah. I want more of that. We always have fun when we go to date nights, even though that night I think we got in a big fight, didn't we?
Yeah, because you were like, this is the worst. And I spent $1,000 on, but we went to Red Rock. It's Jeff, typical Jeff, complaining. Like by the time we got a sitter, by the time we paid for cabs, everything, it was like a $800, $1,000 night.
Oh, I'm going to put on the list, loosen up the butthole a little bit. So I'm not going to be a tidy. I'm trying to like prepare for our future and be a good, smart person financially.
You are. You're not even, if you were somebody that really had a problem, I'd be like, oh my God, like it would be something different, but you're over the top that it's totally different. I'm like, Jeff, we can take that vacation. You're like old. I mean, you really are like how you do things. It's like how my grandpa is, like old school thinking how he is. Like my grandpa will not use his credit card at all, only if he's traveling on vacation to pay for his gas. And then he never used that card and somebody stole his card and was like having a happy day, a yes day. And then my grandpa knew right away, they notified him because they know he only uses it. He only uses it if my grandparents do not fly. They only will drive. Everywhere they go, they drive. They're in their upper 80s and they want to drive here to Colorado. I'm like, absolutely not. I will buy you guys a plane ticket. You will drive off the mountain.
Yeah, you don't want to mess around,
No.
like driving through the Rockies. But yeah, I'm not that tight. Let's like,
You're a little.
Okay, well, goal number 10, loosen the butthole. All right. But anyways, I have more date nights. I'll just rattle off a couple and we could fish more. I got all my fishing gear and there's beautiful like little streams and stuff up here.
Take
and I need
Lawson
to get
with
out
you.
there more and do more fishing with the kids as well. Definitely, I want to do that. I know it sounds stupid, but I write down every like stupid little thing, you know?
Can I say this, not to interrupt you, but I feel like when you went to Chicago with the boys, you and Leighton like bonded.
Yeah.
Because now Leighton's like, Daddy, and wants you and like cries to you, which I'm happy about because he's normally all me, which he normally is all me. But lately he's been like wanting to cuddle with you.
He's my boy.
And I'm like, oh, Jeff and Leighton had a bonding moment in Chicago.
That was weird. What made you think of that?
Because you're talking about this stuff, like they were fishing
with the
like
boys.
the boys.
Yeah.
And then Leighton, before, you would be like, oh, I'll take Lawson because Lawson was old enough. Leighton was the type that would just throw it, it was more of a hassle if Leighton was there because he was young and he didn't know. So normally I had to be there. Now I don't have to be there, you know?
Definitely more things with the kids. Let's take a quick little break and then I got a lot more. So we'll just keep rocking.
Welcome back.
Jordan just asked me in the break if this was boring.
I don't know. I feel like we're just rambling on. I think one of my goals.
This is my whole life I'm talking about. I'm being very vulnerable and sharing the things that I want to do this year. And it's boring you?
No, it wasn't boring me at all. I think it's your beers that are getting you emotional.
I have 2 beers. I do get emotional when I talk about this stuff. I used to talk about it all the time. And I love it.
Jeff loves to like get emotional and then cry.
I do.
That's a joke in LA. Everybody be like, hey, Jeff, you want to go by the ocean and cry?
No, I was like, let's go. What do you want to do tonight? I'm like, let's go get emotional by the ocean. Because the ocean like really gets me emotional. I don't know why.
The ocean?
Yeah, it's like so big and it's like, it makes you so small, Kind of the mountains here do the same thing for me.
I have a goal on mine. I'll share one of my goals. I have written, and I keep saying this over and over again, I will eventually have a beach house. That is like my number one thing. I have always said this since I was in high school. I was like, I want a beach house. I don't care if it's big. I don't care if it's small. I want a beach house on the canal. It doesn't have to be oceanfront. It can be like on the canal and a boat.
That's
and
good.
I will be.
Put it out there.
I have. Of course.
You just did.
I just keep saying it. But I would be the happiest, even if it's like I said, a little shack. I would be being at the beach makes me so happy. And if I had a beach house, in my summers would leave. I love summers here in Colorado, but I would leave Colorado and I would stay in North Carolina for 3 months and then come back here and me and the boys, and then you could come whenever you can. And that way I could see my family, because I haven't been home in like 3 or 4 years back in North Carolina, but anywhere on the East Coast. I don't like West Coast beaches. East Coast beaches are my favorite. And so that is something I always said I was going to do, or whether it happened now or it happened later in life, but I eventually just want mine, and then I want a beach house rental. So, but that's asking a lot. So we'll see.
That's good though. I like it. I like where your mind's going. It is a big ask, but you know.
I mean, it's not California prices. It's not a $3 million home.
Yeah. No, I already picture kind of what you want, and I'd want that too. That'd be amazing.
Because in the beach houses, my favorite colors are like these. And I love palm trees. A lot of you, if you followed me for a while, you ask. I wear this diamond palm tree necklace that my mom bought me. And people back home would say, oh, are you from South Carolina? Because that's the South Carolina symbol is a palm tree. And I would say, no, I just love palm trees. And I wear it all the time. And my mom bought it for me in high school. And I always said like I would have a beach house with a palm tree, like palm trees in the backyard or one palm tree in the front. And I wanted to paint the house like pink and yellow and green. It's like kind of like a Lily Pulitzer. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google it and you'll see all the bright colors. Because bright colors, they just make me happy. They just, I don't know, my mood's better. I remember in high school, and I'm going off on a tangent.
Yeah, you are.
Normally, my sophomore year in high school was the first year I ever got like picked on or had people be mean to me. And it was these girls. It was this group of like 8 girls. They hated my sister. My sister was a year older than them. And my sister had graduated. And that year was like my worst year ever in school. I never got like picked on or was mean to, but I saw what it felt like for somebody if they ever got picked on every single day at school. But anyways, these girls would throw food. Like if I was walking in the hallway, they would throw food to get my hair. They would throw food at the lunch table.
You told me
this girl's total So, Michaela bleeped that out.
No way.
And, no, she still is to this day. But anyways, I remember my mom, I was like, I want to paint my room because I didn't tell my mom that these girls were being mean to me because I knew my mom knew one of the girls' moms. And if anybody knows my mom, she's the sweetest person. She's tiny. But my goodness, if you mess with her kids, a different woman comes out. Jeff knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you have that in you too.
Oh, yes. You messed with one of her daughters, and I knew it was going to be bad news if I said something because I knew my mom would go and attack her mom. So I never told my mom. I know, my mom's not scared.
Yeah.
I was like, there's going to be a fight at the bank. And so anyways, I remember telling my mom, I was like, I want to paint my room. And I had this Ralph Lauren coral color. And my room was extra bright. And then my bathroom, I had my own bathroom. And I painted my bathroom lime green. And then I put these 60s things hanging up. And then behind my bed, I put a tree with Christmas lights all around it. And my room was the most colorful room ever because I would go to school and get picked on by these girls. It was the only year, though. It was just once they left, everything was fine. But then I would go home after being picked on all day by them, and then I would go in my room, and it was like all beautiful.
Oh man, that makes me sad.
Well, now I know because like if one of my kids got picked on, I would kill him.
Yeah, or vice versa. You know what I mean? Like, that's one thing I do not stand for. I'm like, you're not going to be a bully. You know what I mean? And if they do get picked on too, that I don't know, that's the worst.
I believe in karma, and I always say these people now are having kids because, you know, we're all older. And I'm like, one day it might be your kid that's going to get picked on, and you were the mean person at school. But this person, she's just, she was a miserable person. She was mean to everybody. But like I said, it was because I remember going home and telling my sister crying. I was like, you ruined my school year. Then my sister called her on the phone, started yelling at her. And then it made it worse at school. But like I never told my mom and dad because that you didn't do that back then. You just didn't tell anybody.
Yeah. Well, see, I wish I hope our kids, we have a good enough relationship where they could talk to us about that.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Okay. You got like, dude.
Sorry. I just like started to talk about colors and stuff. And then I went on a thing. We've all been picked on by somebody, right? So somebody out there can relate to what I was saying. So now back on to happiness.
Dude, it's like
I know. Sorry.
We're talking about goals and you switched over like you were in the Goonies or something. All right. I don't know. I'll just finish these things because it's the new year and I just want to put it out there anyway. I'll rattle through a couple of these. So I have dumb things like get a colonoscopy on there. You know what I mean? Like go get it done.
That poop box is still sitting on our toilet.
I didn't poop
Throw
in
it
it
away.
No, I think I'm going to poop in it. I'm going to put that on my thing. It's already here.
Every time I clean the bathrooms, I'm like, this poop box is still here.
If people don't follow the podcast, it's like a colonoscopy test, but you poop in it and then you send it off. And I've been talking about it for months.
Yeah.
Hey, 2024, I'm pooping in a box. Write it down. I have like get my weight down. I have physical goals too, like to 189. I haven't seen 189 in a long time.
I don't like you when you get like 189. I like you when you have a little bit more meat on you.
Well, you'd be loving it right now. I'm ready for hibernation. The holidays, I blow up to like 210, 215. I just start eating Nutella with a spoon.
You can cut off some of my fat and eat me.
Dude, all right, we're going to get in shape this year. For real. I'm sick of being gross.
People, after I did reindeer games, people are like, are you pregnant? I'm like, bitch, you know I'm not pregnant.
Did somebody write that?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Probably. Well, the last time we got engaged, I was like 120 pounds on there. And then when there's 20, 50, it's probably like extra 40 pounds. TV doesn't, in camera. Because Peyton, when he came here, he was like, your face looks smaller in person than it does on your podcast. And I was like, thanks, asshole.
Pounds.
And
What's that from? Is that from Friends or like?
no, it does add.
Remember the camera, like the camera adds 10 pounds and someone's like, how many cameras were on you? You remember that
No.
joke? I think it was from Friends.
I remember when I got off Big Brother the first time, some girl walks up to me and she goes, oh, you're a lot smaller in person. You look fat on TV. To my face. We're in Vegas. Wow. I remember being like, I'm 100. I think at that time I was like a 140, 138. And I was like, who are you? Like that you say that to somebody.
People like, they blow my mind every day.
Well, like I said, I was waiting on it. I was expecting it. I knew the comments were coming. And then my face was broken out too while I was on there. And then I'm just fat. And I was like, God, here we go. Here we go.
You need to start writing down some goals.
I did.
Okay? It sounds like you got more on your mind than you're putting out there.
I'm the commentator. You say something and then I'm like going in sharing side stories.
Commentator, you brought this into a depression chamber.
I did not.
You had to put Christmas lights in your room to make you feel better? It makes you so sad.
I had food thrown at me. And then she wrote on the dry erase board, I
don't wanna go back
hate liars in all caps.
Put it out in the universe. Give her like an itchy butthole or something. There's a lot of butthole references in this episode.
We don't like play with our buttholes.
What's something like you give to somebody, like if you could like, not obviously you don't want to kill somebody, but if you could just give like the most annoying, like mosquitoes around them all the time or something, what would you give to somebody?
Oh,
like what would you give to that girl?
Oh my God, I don't even know.
Like a toothache, like think of something that's like the worst. Oh, how about like you stub your toe every day or a hangnail, like, something little, but it sucks. What, you got one?
No. I
What?
have no idea.
What do you mean you have no idea?
I don't
What's
know.
the
I don't
worst?
think about her. Bats flying around her all day. I don't know.
But what is this, Charlie Brown? I'm talking about like, what's like a ailment you have that's like so annoying that you would give to somebody else? Like period cramps every day?
Yeah. I give her period cramps and a toothache.
You got way too into that. Oh my God, you hate that girl. Listen, there's a couple people that I really hate too. I have a list. I think
she's
I'm
the
like
only
Happy
person I
Gilmore.
don't
I have a list.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That's
there's
so
some
funny.
people that if I went a different way in life, things would be different. Yeah, I'm not
You'd
even
be
kidding.
a sniper?
Oh, I'm not even kidding. I got some bad intentions. Like, there's some bad things rolling around my head sometimes. Anyways, that's why I have to write down my goals and control my anger. Wow, Wow. This turned into the most negative podcast. I meant for it to kick off the new year in the right way. And we're all about vengeance. In 2024, we want vengeance. It got dark. It got dark here. All right. Should I try to get back on the positive train or what? Are we going to go full Die Hard on everybody?
Gladiator on everybody?
Dude, I love that movie. He gets his vengeance in this life or the next. Remember that line? When he talks to the king?
Yeah.
That was a good line.
Like I said, if you're mean to somebody, it'll come back to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, man, that was funny.
All right. You feel better, though?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not crying. I'm crying from laughing.
No, I'm...
Oh, I thought you thought I was crying because of the Mean
to get that
Girls.
off your chest.
Oh, something from like 20 years ago.
Yeah, obviously it's still haunting you.
No, it's just these colors make me think of it because I wanted all happy colors.
All right.
And the beach makes me happy. Okay.
Anyways, let's just wrap this up. I just want to put it out there. So I covered a lot of these things, but not, what am I thinking of? Not financially, my career-wise. So this is silly again, but I just want to put it out there. So I wrote down I want to do book 3 commercials this year. So that's not crazy, you know. And I want to do one movie. I don't care, stupid little Hallmark, whatever. I want to be in one movie because I love doing that stuff. I want to write more. I want to write it like a little something, or maybe a movie. So a lot of these are like career oriented, and then and then take care of myself. I do want to go see a tattoo.
That's another. That's like his Giardiniera business. You've talked about
a tattoo.
But tell them you want to incorporate the boys, but you want it down your arm, right?
So I just wanted like where my sleeve, like where if I'm wearing a polo shirt, like you can't see it, but then above that, you know. So I already, again, this is something that I've been working on. It's like I want to incorporate the boys, have something that represents Chicago, something that represents California, something that represents Colorado. And I
said, what about me? I said nothing that represents me on there, and he goes, no, it's bad luck. And I was like, what? I go, you're not going to put me in there? He's like, I can't.
No, I'll do like a secret, like a leaf that spells your name, but you can't like really see it, you know?
Because we're getting divorced.
What? I don't know. Listen, these are just goals. Like you're questioning every goal I have.
We were going to get tattoos for our anniversary.
I don't mind that.
And then we were like,
but it is kind of like really, you're not supposed to do that.
Really? What if you just do a heart on your finger? That's bad.
No, that's okay. But to write Jeff, like tattoo Jeff on you or tattoo Jordan on me, I don't know if that's, I think that's bad luck. What?
Put a palm tree
That's
on
what I'm
your
saying.
Thing. There
like
you go.
It's got to be secret. You know, like if you look at it like one of those things, that if you stare at it a long time, then like, oh my God, that's a construction worker. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, you mean
Remember
like those
old
tattoos that like...
No. Remember those old, like, not paintings, but like photographs that if you stare at it, it went like 3D?
Totally.
What if could I get a tattoo like that?
Oh, I'm sure.
No way.
Yeah, for sure. Nowadays...
If you stare at it, so it just looks like...
You're going to be paying $100,000 for that.
I wonder if that's something... I just thought about that.
I'm sure you
That'd
could
be cool.
do something. But
I'm not going to do that.
It's going to look like a blob on your arm.
I know, but that'd be cool if you could really do that.
If you... I don't know. Do you want like just a blob on your arm?
I'm not going to do it. I just thought about it.
And be like, hey, look at my arm. Look at it like 3D. Just stare at my arm. That'd be weird, right?
What if you put it on like your back? And then people that just like stare at your ass, but really it never turned into anything. You just like keep staring at it. It's so stupid. All right. All right. That was silly. I'm getting silly. All right. Well, I tried to be positive. There's some snippets in there that might motivate some people. The Gladiator line. Yeah. And then if you have vengeance that you want in the new year, maybe listen to what Jordan's got to say on Instagram. All right.
I hope y'all had a great new year and you get your goals and you get whatever you want in life. All right.
And then if somebody you don't like, hopefully the year's filled with itchy buttholes.
And toothaches and period cramps. All right. Bye.
Bye, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.